We've all been told to look on the bright side. But what if I told you that a positive mindset is so much more than just a nice little saying? What if it's actually a powerful tool that can physically, literally change your brain and, by extension, your entire life? In this explainer, we're going to dig into the science and see just how real the power behind positivity truly is.
And this quote, man, it just hits the nail on the head. This is one of the biggest misconceptions out there. Being positive doesn't mean you just ignore reality or, slap a fake smile on when things get tough. It is not wishful thinking. It's about fundamentally shifting how you approach the world, challenges and all.
So, if it's not just wishing for the best, what is it really? Let's take a look at what the science says.
Okay, so here's the key definition. It's a cognitive and emotional disposition. That sounds fancy, but all it means is it's your mental and emotional default setting. It's not just a fleeting hope for the best, it's this deep-seated belief that expects good things to happen. And this is crucial, sees a challenge not as a brick wall, but as a ladder to climb.
Now, this is where things get really wild. A positive mindset isn't just something that lives in your head as an idea. It literally changes the physical structure and chemistry of your brain. So let's take a peek inside the optimist's brain.
That's right, it's a real thing called neuroplasticity. Basically, your thoughts and your habits can physically rewire the connections in your brain. So when you consistently practice optimism, you're not just changing your mind in a figurative sense, you are literally rebuilding your brain, one positive thought at a time.
And here's the chemical shift that makes it all happen. Positivity acts like a dimmer switch for cortisol. That's your body's main stress hormone. Its alarm system. At the exact same time, it cranks up the volume on dopamine and serotonin, the brain's natural feel-good chemicals. You're basically swapping out a stress cocktail for a motivation and happiness boost. It's a total upgrade.
So what does this chemical advantage actually get you in the real world? Well, you get enhanced cognitive flexibility, which means you can adapt your thinking on the fly. It obviously improves your mood. It gives you more focus and energy, and all of that combined makes you a much better problem solver and way more creative.
This chemical advantage also does something absolutely crucial. It builds resilience. See, with more of those feel-good chemicals and less stress flooding your system, your brain gets much better at reframing what failure even means. It stops being this big, scary dead end and becomes exactly what this quote says, just a temporary learning experience.
And this right here shows the fundamental shift in your whole perspective. The victim mindset asks, why did this happen to me? But the resilient, positive mindset asks a completely different, much more powerful question. Okay, what can I learn from this? That one little change turns a massive setback into a valuable stepping stone. Okay, so we've seen all the incredible changes happening inside the brain. But how does that actually translate to our day-to-day lives? Let's talk about the real-world payoff. The physical benefits are pretty staggering, honestly. Remember that drop in the stress hormone cortisol we talked about? Well, that means a lot less wear and tear on your entire body. We're talking about a stronger immune system, a healthier heart, and get this, studies even show it can lead to a longer life. A positive attitude literally acts like a protective shield for your physical health.
And the benefits don't just stop with your physical health. It turns out, positivity is also a kind of social magnet.
And it makes total sense when you think about it, right? We are just naturally drawn to people who give off warmth and enthusiasm. That positive energy makes your relationships better, helps you build stronger social circles and professional networks, and just makes you a better teammate and friend to be around.
This is also why positive people so often make incredible leaders. They don't just manage tasks, they inspire people, they motivate them, and they create an environment of what's called psychological safety, where people feel safe enough to take risks, be creative, and do their best work.
All right, this all sounds great. But you might be thinking, well, are some people just born optimistic? And the good news is, no, absolutely not. The science is clear. Positivity is a skill, and like any skill, it can be built with practice. So, here's your action plan.
The action plan really boils down to 4 deliberate practices. First, practicing gratitude, which actively forces your brain to focus on the good stuff. Second, challenging those negative thoughts that pop up. We'll dive into that one in a sec. Third, surrounding yourself with positivity because it's contagious. And fourth, practicing affirmations to consciously rewrite the negative scripts running in your head.
Now that second step, challenging negative thoughts, is a total game changer. The technical term for it is cognitive restructuring. Think of it like being a detective for your own thoughts. You learn to catch the negative ones, put them on trial, and then consciously replace them with something more constructive and realistic. It's a genuine workout for your brain. So you bring all of this together, the brain chemistry, the resilience, the health benefits, the practical steps, and it all leads to one single, incredibly profound conclusion.
And it all comes down to this powerful feedback loop. It starts inside, with your belief. That changes how you see the world. That new perception changes how you act. Your new actions create better results, which then reinforces and proves that your original positive belief was right all along. You're not just hoping for a better reality, you are actively creating it.
So, we've seen the science, we've seen the roadmap. All that's left is one final empowering question for you. How will you start changing your reality today?